everyone. I hope all of you are doing absolutely good. So I am back again with a college which probably does not have anything to do with KCET as well as Comet K, but yes, it's a college where you can get admission, and obviously after the admission you will be taught nicely to get a good placement. But whether it's nice or not, it's obviously your job to research that. I am just here to communicate some very important pieces of information about this, if at all you are someone who probably had no idea that this college existed out there. So today we're going to talk about Amrita University Bangalore. Now this institute is pretty much famous in South. A lot of crowd from the North do not know about it. So I think that this video could be helping them, and if at all you are from South and still you do not know about it, still okay. Okay, this video is definitely going to help you out regarding that. Okay, so this is a new part of the story. Amrita actually has so many of its institutions at different locations throughout the South. Right, now here is where the interesting part comes in. I'm going to talk about the one which is there in Bangalore, what was the placement out there, the reviews and everything, and later on probably you can decide whether you should be going ahead with it or not. That's totally your call. Okay, so we know Bangalore is known as India's Silicon Valley. Why? Because a lot of the tech companies are headquartered out over here, whether it's Amazon, whether it's Cisco and Microsoft and Bosch. And just imagine one day probably, since you are there in Bangalore, you have been taught in Bangalore, you get a placement somewhere over here. Don't you think it's going to be a very nice experience? Obviously. So definitely the location has a very big role to play, and I think anyone who probably is in Bangalore might be getting the benefits of it as well. If we talk about the highest package of this particular institute, it was 80.4 LPA. Now the highest package that was offered, that is 80.4 LPA, it's basically the Amrita Institute which is located elsewhere. But what about Bangalore? We want to know about Bangalore, ma'am. So if we ask you about Bangalore, basically these are the highest package, and it's also very big amount, right? So we have Atlassians at 50 LPA, that was the highest salary. We have Cisco at 29 LPA, Amazon at 28, and SAP Labs at 20.5 LPA, and VMware at 19.5 LPA. So obviously if you compare with 80, 50 is less, but 50, just imagine 50, do you think it's a small number, or 29 or 28 or 20 or 19? As a fresher, you're moving out of a college, and if you're bagging up a package like that, that's something really good, right? Now obviously these are the highest package, and as I said, you should be doing your own share of research about the average package, the median salary and everything out there. You should not be just focusing on the highest package. But if at all we look at these numbers, this does not disappoint at all, which is why I just spoke about it, right? And this data is of 2025 Bangalore campus. Cool. Now if we go ahead, let's have a basic understanding of Amrita University. Where was it established and what type of college is it and all of it. Okay, so it was established in 1994, starting with this IT school in Amritapuri, which is there in Kerala, and it was becoming deemed to be university in 2003. Type of institution, it's a private institution. Its headquarters is there in Ettimadai, that is Tamil Nadu, and area 400 acres, and it is approved by UGC, so you do not have to be worried about anything. UGC is University Grants Commission, right? Yes, so that is sorted. And now if we go ahead and talk about their ranking, they are not at all behind, they're actually up front. It's ranked according to NIRF, the National Institutional Ranking Framework of Government of India. Basically it is ranked at 8th position, so 8th ranked University of India. That's this particular Amrita Institute, and NAC A++ accreditation is also be there. And apart from that, it is coming under category 1, graded autonomous institute. Okay, that is again by the Government of India. It's number 1 in India by the Times Higher Education Impact rankings. And if at all you want to know about the global ranking out there, okay, so it basically is number 1 in India, okay, for the international faculty and all the other things out there. So this ranking is QS World University Rankings, and basically that is a global ranking that an institute gets. So definitely if you go by these numbers also, it is pretty much decent out there. So yes, that's about it. And now Talking about the courses which are being offered over here, there are multiple courses. Courses offered are almost 250 plus, okay, whether it's agriculture, arts, humanities, architecture, artificial intelligence, allied health sciences, Ayurveda, biotechnology, engineering, law, sculpting, everything. But obviously our focus is more on engineering, right? So I do not want to bore you with a lot of things. Let's focus on engineering and let's see where are the institutes located. So there are 10 campuses across. One is in Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu, that is the main campus, and then Amritapuri, Kerala. Then we're talking about Bangalore, Karnataka. Then again there is one in Kerala again, that is in Kochi. Okay, we have it in Mysore, we have it in Chennai, Amravati, Faridabad, Haridwar, and Nagarkoil as well. Yes, so yeah. And now if we talk about the Bangalore campus, it is established in 2002. It's pretty much long time. Area is 50 acres and it is approved by UGC, and NAC accreditation is also A++. This is how it mostly looks. Yes. Now going ahead with, as I said, the programs which are offered over here in Bangalore, and obviously different places there might be different sets of program. Over here in Bangalore you have CSE. You have CSE with artificial intelligence. You have artificial intelligence and data science, that is AI and DS. You have electronics and communication engineering, that is ECE. There is electronics and computer engineering. There is electrical and electronics engineering. There is electrical and computer engineering. There is mechanical and also robotics and artificial intelligence. Major thing is basically these 4 courses that you see at the top, or basically I can say the 5 courses that are there at the top. These are something that are really good over here, and probably you can also have a look at it. As I said, do your own research as well. The last one is also good, robotics and artificial intelligence. And these were the numbers, as we have already discussed about that previously. Now before I go ahead with all of it, as I always say, any college, whichever it is, what do you have to look? Location. Second, location comes actually third. The first one is the exposure that the college provides. Please make sure you go ahead and look for it. Talk to the seniors about it, whether it's actually good in terms of exposure, global exposure, I mean national and international exposure. Apart from that, the placement rates which are there, the activities which are being conducted, all of it. And as I said, the location. Location matters, because in terms of placement, you have to be located somewhere good. Then only the different IT companies can come over here and take you and give you a job, right? So that is also up there. Now going ahead next, you have the eligibility. Basically, how can you take the admission and what is the eligibility? So age and date of birth candidates, the DOB must fall on or after 1st of July 2005. Okay, date of birth must fall on or after 1st of July 2005. Confirm for AEEE. So AEEE is their own entrance examination, but as of now it's been done. So obviously there's another way of getting into the college, and as I said, I'll be talking about it really soon. Now educational qualification, minimum 60% aggregate in physics, chemistry and mathematics, and at least 50% in each physics, chemistry and mathematics individually also. So if we talk about aggregate, 60% in PCM, okay, and also individually they want 50% in each of these subjects individually. Got it? Yes. And now talking about how you can get admission. So eligibility has been done. Admission can be done through AEEE, but as I said, 70% of the seat allotment is being done through that. But as of now, that for AEEE, the examination is, that is Amrita entrance examination, engineering dates are already over. So you can also enter into this particular institution with the help of your JEE main score. So JEE main 2026 score. So 30% of the seat allotment can be done on the basis of that also. So a candidate can choose to apply either through AEEE or probably JEE mains 2026 individually, or even select both as well. If at all you have given this, it's all cool. If not, then you can just go with this. The above percentage is only a guideline and will be decided at the time of centralized seats allotment process. Ma'am, what is centralized seat allotment process? So as you know, there are multiple campuses, right? So we'll talk about the fee, but before that, there are multiple campuses. We saw 10 campuses are there, and for all of it there is a centralized seat allotment process. Okay, obviously you can give your preferences. Okay, that is which campus do you want, Bangalore campus, if at all Bangalore campus, or some other thing. But anyway, all of it has a centralized seat allotment process, such that it's transparent. So candidates desiring to join the Amrita BTech program shall participate in CSAP, that is centralized seat allotment process. CSAP streamlines the seat allocation process. Seats are allocated based on basically the candidate preferences out there, that is which campus and what course you want. But before I go in detail about that, you also need to know the fee. Okay, so registration can be done through AEEE examination. As I said, it's already closed, so there's no point of talking about it. So now students can apply using their JEE main score, and for that, for registration process, it is the price for this is rupees 500. Okay, if you were going through AEEE, it would have been 1300. If you had both of them, it would have been 1300 again, but here it is 500. And if you want to go ahead with registration, the link will be there in the description section of this particular video. You can just check it out. Cool? Yes. Now, we spoke about the centralized seat allotment. You registered first, and you know that there is this particular process, which is how you are going to be allotted with a seat. But do know that the centralized seat allotment process has a fee. Okay, so registration fee is rupees 5,000 for that, and is non-refundable. You will not get it back. So if the candidate is offered an admission in any of the allotment rounds of CSAP, okay, so please know registration fee is 5,000 rupees and is non-refundable. Got it? I hope that is also clear. Fine? Yes. Now going ahead with the fee structure that is there. So basically there are different slabs. Okay. So if at all you are someone who gave the AEEE examination and your rank is under 5,000, so basically slab 1 scholarship, you come under slab 1 scholarship fees, and for different courses that is there, basically you have different fee structure as well. For AID, for CAE and CSE, that is computer science and engineering, it will be what? It will be 1,50,000 rupees. For EAC, for EC, that is electronics and communication engineering, it will be 1,25,000. For ELC, AEEE, it will be 1,25,000. For MEC, electrical, you will be having 1 lakh rupees. So that is how it goes. Now similarly, there is slab 2, whereas JEE main score above 60 percentile. In that particular case, the fee slightly increases over here. It becomes 2,75,000. Here it becomes 2,50,000. Here it becomes 2,35,000. Here it becomes 2 lakh rupees. Okay, there is slab 3 also, where PCM aggregate greater than 60%. If at all you have an aggregate more than 60%, that is being considered, again this fee is going to increase. Similarly, candidate who does not meet the criteria for the above slabs, they have the normal fee out there, and that is 6 lakh for these courses, 5 lakh for these courses, 4 lakh for these courses, and 3 lakh for these courses. And there will be a caution deposit. It's a one-time caution deposit that is of 10,000 rupees as well. Cool. So that is about the fee structure. Now going ahead with the student reviews. Now obviously you can find it by yourself as well. Here are a few reviews which are cited, okay, such that you have an idea. And yes, so when I was going through, please make sure you do the review. That's very important. Okay, so here it says that top branches like computer science and artificial intelligence get most of the good placement. Average package around 15 LP. That is pretty good, decent, right? But lower branches like civil, mechanical receive less in comparison to CSE. So you can manage well if you work hard. So that is one very important thing. Obviously that is something that is seen commonly in all the colleges. The major important branches have good placement. Other branches do not match that level. But yeah, so that is one thing that you see over here. The next thing is basically most students get a high package based job offer with 100% student placed. Students get job offers either on campus or off campus. The highest package offered is 84 LPA, while the average is 13 LPA. Top recruiting companies are Nvidia, you have AMD, Intel, etc. Now yes, this is also for Bangalore campus, probably. Yes. Yeah, it's the batch 2020. So yeah, they might have passed out now. Okay, so this is how it is. This is how the placement data is, and I hope that you have got an idea about the whole of Amrita University Bangalore. If you have any more queries, do let me know in the comment section. And apart from that, as I said, must-do thing is research, and then only go ahead with anything. Yeah, so wishing you the best. We'll come again with some another college out there which does not take admission through KCET or COMET K. And yes, that's all. Bye bye. Please take care of yourselves.